So you're a welder?
Yes.
Do you like being a welder?
Yes, sir.
What kind of things you learning in there?
Fabricating. I'm learning to get certifications in T-joints in all positions. I mean, 1G, 2G, 3G.
Is that like Verizon?
No, it's 1G is flat, so you do flat. 2G is horizontal, which is like you go like this way, and then 3G is vertical, which you go up, and then 4G is overhead, which you gotta weld over your head.
What's your first name?
Noah.
I'll cut it out.
Good afternoon. Travis Westray, welding instructor here at Great Onyx Job Corps.
What would someone expect when they walk into this trade?
To learn a skill set that will ensure that they can provide for themselves and their family for the rest of their lives, as well as help build and revamp America's infrastructure and use creativity and express themselves in a positive fashion to build stuff.
What steps could I do in this trade to apply for an apprenticeship?
Well, you can go through and we'll teach the basics in shield metal arc or SMAW, the basics in GMAW, which is your MIG welding, GTAW, which is Healy arc or TIG welding. We also offer flux core or FCAW, and structural code. We're working on also bringing in SAW, which is submerged metal arc welding. And we'll go through the basics in each process, as well as advanced techniques to help build the skill set to put you further on the ladder in an apprenticeship, either for iron workers or if you was wanting to go into pipe, or whatever skill set you really wanted to take what you learned here and improve. Because welding is a broad platform. Like there's a lot of different ways you can go between aerospace, aviation, maritime, structural, industrial, or just basic fabrication.
What are the main tools that we will use in welding?
The main tools?
Factory tools.
Okay, chipping hammer is a must, wire brush, a grinder unfortunately. You use various ways to cut material, either by saw, chop saw, band saw. You can use plasma cutting techniques, as well as gas and oxygen setup techniques where you use acetylene or propylene, which is now used as common gas used for cutting in most industrial settings. You also use presses, brakes to bend and form materials for shapes. You use track torches to bevel plates. You use hammers for shaping. Basic screwdrivers, pliers.
What's the required knowledge of math for this trade?
You need to be good. You need to be good with the tape measure. You need to know your fractions. You need to be able to convert to metric and imperial. You need to know decimals and how to analyze and understand blueprints to know your size and parameters as far as shapes, as well as your settings, because you need to know your parameter settings, which are usually decimal set. And because each process you'll have a code, and on that particular joint you'll have settings that have to stay within those parameters under AWS, as well as bridge code or DTOT. Let's see what's the part or dot code, which is Department of Transportation.
Noah.
So Noah, what would you say you'll be doing after you complete trade?
I'm looking to find a job until next February, and next February the union applications open up for apprenticeship, and then when the apprenticeship opens, hopefully I can apply and get in the union.
Okay, fantastic.
here, we call this a throw ball, man. You know what I'm saying? We trying to reach the top of the crotch of the tree. You know what I'm saying?
What's the crotch of a tree?
So you see how like it got cuts in it? Like on this side. The little dips, you know what I mean?
Where the branch separates from the trunk of the tree.
Yeah, where the branch separates from the trunk of the tree.
All right.
It'll help. It'll make a big difference.
All right. Hello, I'm John Petoniak, the Urban Forestry Instructor at Great Onyx Job Corps. I teach urban forestry, which is climbing, trimming, arborist training for trees. In mostly residential area, we climb to extreme heights, go out on limbs. If there's trees that are over buildings or in tight areas or big open areas, we climb them and disassemble them and bring them down, or if they just need trimming where there's dead limbs that are going to fall in the house or something, we climb the trees and we rig the trees in a way that doesn't cause any property damage. There are many opportunities. Many of my students go on to either be an arborist, work for a tree company, or go into advanced fire and go into fire training. We do have a fire program here, and there is an opportunity to go to advanced forestry, which would be more of a traditional forestry program, and go into the Forest Service in the silvicultural path along that line. There are many jobs in this industry if you have the skills. They pay well. The majority of the arborist jobs are going to be closer to major metropolitan areas. The pay ranges from depending on what state you're in and your skill level, but there's great opportunity. Their jobs are definitely available. If you have any questions about the program or the opportunities, you can give me a call. The number will be posted. We can have a conversation. Look forward to working with you and teaching you.
So right there, so like, I'm gonna show y'all one of them. I'm gonna show y'all a good example of one.
If he can hit it.
Oh, I've been hit it a couple times. You already know that.
There's a good one. Nope, that's that one.
So,
oh, that was pure luck. That was pure luck.
This is the second crotch of the tree right here. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me get it.
Alright.
Yeah, I see it.
So the second crotch of the tree. So it's like you do want to go climbing when we have our saddles on and everything. You can be able to go that high of the tree. But if you want to go really high like I usually do, or Rob Short, or Ricky, we usually hit the top of the crotch to the very top of the tree and go that high.
Copy that.
All right.
We're recording now.
Okay. Welcome to Office Administration. My name's Billie Jean Cross, and I am the Office Administration Instructor here at Great Onyx Job Corps. In Office Administration, we learn about Word, Excel, PowerPoint, the IC3, which is computer literacy, business English, business math. We also work out of an office book. It's an office and procedures and technology book, doing keyboarding, record keeping, office safety and securities, and we also have a very large variety of certifications that you can get through OPAC testing software. So this is what the students see whenever they go into the SAM program. They usually go into their activity list, and they have a list of different classes that they have, like their Excel 2016, their keyboarding, their PowerPoint, and their Word. I also have the IC3 on here as well. So say for instance they're wanting to get in, they just want to look at their Excel, which if a student is only working in Excel, I try not to have all of it on there at one time, so I don't want them to get confused with it. But if you're wanting to just do trainings, you can uncheck the exams in the project box, and then it's only going to show you the trainings that is available for you in the Excel. So each module that we have a training, an exam, and a project to finish. That's in all the Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. The IC3s, they have...
What's IC3?
IC3 is computer literacy, and there's 3 different subjects in the IC3. There is introductory to computers, key applications, and living online. So all of that's separated into 3 different parts of the book. I also have the book available for students that don't want to read it online. So in the IC3s, we have the training and the test that's available for each of the 17 chapters. Keyboarding. Keyboarding is, there's a lot to the keyboarding, but whenever a student comes in and they do it for 30 minutes a day, it's easier for them than trying to go through all of it at one time. Some of the lessons in the keyboarding, I'll click in here and see if it'll let me in. It's a timed test where they have to type everything up here, down in here, and they've got 2 minutes, and it starts from the time that they start typing. So some of the jobs that you can obtain after finishing the office administration trade are switchboard operating, record keeping. You could become a secretary, do front desk operations, or customer service. Also, you could go on to advanced training. We have advanced training in fire for office administration students. We also have advanced training in TCU, the transportation unit, and we also have an availability to go into computer tech, getting your A+ certification. A typical day in office administration consists of students coming in and signing into their computers and signing into the SAM program, which they work on their Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, and their keyboarding and IC3s through the SAM program. And sometimes they may go just into the Google Classroom and work on their English or their math. You will be assigned one subject at a time, and sometimes I put keyboarding in there as well, so you have a longer time to get your keyboarding done because it is quite extensive. It's a quite extensive class. My recommendations for students that's thinking about office administration is, if you get tired by sitting for long periods of time, it's probably not the best class for you to pick. So we do sit in here. We get 2 15-minute breaks and a 50-minute lunch period. So other than that, we are sitting in here and we're doing simulations with Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, or reading out of a book and doing tests.
Okay. My name is Tiffany Walker.
What trade are you in?
Office administration.
All right, so what could you tell new students who are considering office administration? What would you want them to know?
Like, what do we learn in there?
Sure.
Like the basics. We learn about Excel, PowerPoint, Word.
Mm-hmm. And is that useful in a career?
Yes, yes, especially if you get an office job.
Perfect.
Hello, my name is Bill Scott. I'm the carpenter instructor here at Great Onyx Job Corps. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my trade. It is a physical trade, some heavy lifting, nothing too heavy. If it is, we do have equipment to do the lifting. But again, it is a physical trade. We do anything from finished flooring to installing doors and windows, putting roofs on. On occasion, we do get off center and do projects for the Mammoth Cave National Park. With that being said, I would like to let you know that anything remodeled, rebuilt, or built brand new on this center, we have a part in that. We may do the foundations, frame up the walls, frame the roof, all aspects of carpentry. Depending on what projects we have at the time, that's going to decide what you learn here in my trade. With that being said, this is a union-based program. I work for the United Brotherhood of Carpenters, and what that means is, upon completion of this program, you will have direct entry into the United Brotherhood of Carpenters apprenticeship program. And how that works is, you would start off at 50% of journeyman wages. I don't know how it is everywhere, so I'll tell you a little bit about this area. The closest training center to this center is in Louisville, Kentucky. That would be where a student in this area would go for training in our apprenticeship program. The apprenticeship program is a 4-year program, and it works similar to Job Corps Advanced Training. However, with Job Corps Advanced Training, when you complete, you would pack your bags and go to another Job Corps center. With our apprenticeship program, upon completion, you will pack your bags and go home and go to work. The apprenticeship again is 4 years. You will, in the Louisville area, you will go to school 1 week a quarter. And every 6 months you will get a 5% raise, provided you make all your classes and pass all your tests. In the meantime, you will be out in the field working side by side with experienced journeyman carpenters earning a paycheck. I appreciate your time and thank you.
Hey, what's your name?
I'm Luis Morales. I'm in CT. Been in CT since the beginning, since November of 2019.
2019, huh?
2019.
So, how far along are you?
I'm at 98% with my tar. So
98%, okay. So, what do you have left?
I have to certify for my 1001 in hardware. I'm already certified for my 1002 in CompTIA A+.
What are you looking to do once you complete this trade?
I think I'm going to go to advanced training for Shriver. I hope to get accepted into that. You need a 600 on your TABE, and in math. You need a 600 on your TABE in math, and you need to be certified in CompTIA.
Right. So what would you say to a student who's considering the computer tech trade? Hold that thought. We are going to hold for the mower. That's probably going to be. All right, back to it. So Louis, what would you consider telling a new student who's considering the CT trade, the computer tech trade? What would you want them to know?
There's a lot of work ahead of you. You got to work hard for what you want. If there's a lot of kids that will do not as much if they can get away with it without doing as much. That's for sure.
And does that really get them ahead?
No, not at all.
We'll pick up for after you finish that.
Hello, I'm Tammy Crawford. I'm the computer technology instructor here at Great Onyx. I'd like to welcome all of you who are interested in this class. And I want you to know from the beginning that this class is not about programming. It's not about graphic design. It's not about gaming. This class is primarily for computer operating systems and computer hardware. It consists of 2 exams that you will be required to take upon completion of the course to earn your CompTIA A+ certification. You will probably not start off in this curriculum as soon as you come into this class, as I normally have you working on other credentials that you can obtain for Microsoft Technology Associate. And there will be different ones of those. At the time of this recording, they are current for MTAs. MTAs, Microsoft Technology Associate, is retiring, and there will be another credential certification to take its place. They consist mostly of the same things. However, there are going to be some differences. So I typically like you to start out there, and it helps you toward your A+ curriculum, your computer technician A+ curriculum. So the computer hardware, that's everything you can physically touch. That's your computer system, your printers, your wireless access points, everything that's physically in the computer. You learn what those parts are, how to diagnose what problems you are having with them, if they need to be replaced, if they need to be upgraded. You'll be learning about memory, RAM, so that's where a little bit of math comes into play. So that being said, before you come into this class, you're required to take a TABE assessment. That TABE assessment is over reading and math. So I plead with you to please do your best when you first take that exam. It's very important when you take this class. You do have a prerequisite score on that TABE that will allow you to come in or could hold you back from taking this class. So please try your best. The computer software side of the curriculum, that's for the Windows operating system, learning all the administrative tools, learning command lines for Windows operating systems, Linux, Macs, MacBooks, different things like that. So there's quite a bit of reading and quite a bit on the software side. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call and we can discuss that before you make any final decisions. But it is a lot of reading and a lot of things to learn. It's a basic computer technology class that is definitely an asset to your toolbox. Upon completion of this class, you do have some opportunities to move forward within Job Corps. And I want you to know about those options because time is a very important factor when you decide to go forward into an advanced training for computer technology. There are different Job Corps centers that offer different things, such as networking, Security Plus, and different Microsoft training. So depending on what direction that you want to take, will determine which Job Corps that you attend. Also, the Security Plus training, that is a little more complicated, and it is determined by how long you're here and your arrival date and when you may leave. So if you're thinking in any of those areas, please let me know as soon as possible, or one of the other staff members that can help you when you get to that point of going to advanced training. I would really hate for anyone to have that goal and not be able to meet that because of time. So you do have multiple options for advanced training. There are also other job opportunities, different things that you may move forward in after completion of computer technology. So always communicate with the staff, primarily your instructor, so that we can set your goal together and help you to be successful the best that we can. Thank you.